Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Jurassic World Dino Rivals Savage Strike Styracosaurus. For the first time in the franchise, we finally have a Styracosaurus. Well, not in the movies, but in figure form. And it's really nice. Styracosaurus is one of my favorite ceratopsians. Not my favorite, but I still really like it. I just feel like the overall, head design and, the crest and everything, it's just iconic. It's a very iconic dinosaur from, various different movies from, the 20s and whatnot. So, yeah, Styracosaurus is one of my favorite ceratopsians. And, one of my favorite dinosaurs, period. Not my all-time favorite, of course. It's no Carnotaurus, but, hey, it's still a great dinosaur, so that's that. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's take a look at the collector's card. Again, you've seen it before, just with different artwork. I really like the artwork on all these cards, though, but again, Kenner, I just feel like did a much better job. So, yeah. I know I always say that whenever I take a look at the cards, but, I mean, I'm kind of right. So, yeah. Anyway, the Styracosaurus itself. First of all, we'll take a look at the painting on this figure. And the painting on this figure is, for the most part, nice. Not perfect, there are some things, but for the most part, it looks nice. Most of the body is this very dark shade of green, which does look nice. And on the back here, we have some almost like a very dark shade of red, which looks nice, and a little bit of yellow on the back here as well. On the underside, we have a very nice shade of white. The beak here is painted gray, and the horn here is painted a brighter shade of gray, as well as all of the everything at the end, or not the end, but well, kind of. Everything on the crest here, painted very nicely. I don't know if these would be horns or just part of the crest, so bear with me. Though they're not really applied to cleanness, as you can see there. Actually, I don't know if you can see that on camera. But some of the gray kind of bleeds onto the crest, which isn't really the prettiest. And it's even more apparent when you take a look at other ones where it's not applied correctly, so you just have green where the horn should be. Also, there's a little bit of an orange speck right there. I don't know what that is. But, yeah, speaking of the crest, we have some nice red and yellow painting going on here, which looks nice. The yellow looks nice because it's airbrushed, but the red here is just sort of slapped on, which doesn't look the best, but, it's there. It doesn't look bad, so, yeah. Underneath, we have the scan code, and that's about it for the painting on this figure, and the painting on this figure is very good. Well, alright, not very good. That's kind of an overstatement. Again, the horn here and the spikes back here, I feel aren't applied correctly. That and on the neck here, I don't know what that is, but either way, yeah, the painting for the most part, for what it is, it's very good. So the painting on this figure gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the articulation, and it's pretty basic. We have a very limited swivel at the head here. The forelimbs can move 360. Though the crest does kind of get in the way, so do be mindful of that. And they can move outwards, like so. And same with the back legs. They can move 360 as well. And move outwards, like so. And something I like about this figure, if you push the tail down, then you get sort of this ramming action. And it's nothing much, but again, it's really cool, and I like that. So, there's that. And that's pretty much it for the articulation. Again, not a lot. This isn't really a figure that's too crazy or anything like that, but the articulation, it's still nice. Again, I do like this gimmick a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, the articulation on this figure is good for what it is. It's not like a NECA or anything like that, or an SH Monster Arts figure, but still good. So the articulation gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpting on this figure looks great. I absolutely love this thing. One minor nitpick I have, the crest is a little warped. As you can see here, it's not really straight. Looking at it head on compared to how it is up top, it's a little warped, but I feel like a hair blow dryer would fix that no problem. But other than that, the sculpting on this figure is fantastic. So the sculpt definitely gets a pass. Alright. Now we'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing, once again, looks great. So the detailing on the head here looks very nice. All the scaling here, very well defined. And even on the crest here, That looks very good and really well defined, so yeah, I really do appreciate that. The beak as well, detailed very nicely. The side of the body also looks great. All of the creasing and musculature and whatnot, everything here, very nicely defined. And the forelimbs here, very nice creasing and musculature. And again, very well defined. And same with the back legs. Very nice musculature, you know, creasing, everything here, well defined, very nice looking, and I do like that. And the tail, right here, like at the base of the tail, doesn't look great, but the more you go, it starts to get better, so, yeah. And that's pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. And the detailing on this figure, though not perfect, it is still very good for what it is. So the detailing definitely gets a pass. So at the end of the day, should you get this? Honestly, I'd say go for it. When this figure came out, it costed about 14 bucks, which is honestly not bad at all. There are some things it definitely could have improved on, very minor things, but a lot of these like smaller figures by Mattel, I feel like are much better than a lot of the bigger ones. So, and this figure is like an example of that, because like it's small, but like, you know, the quality, the build, like everything about this figure I feel like is good. I feel like a kid would like this a lot, you know, a kid would be able to play with this a lot. I could see this lasting for a long time. So yeah, very durable, and I do like that. And we'll talk about durability and whatnot when I review the bigger things, but yeah. Anyway, this is a great figure. If you can get this figure for a cheap price, then definitely go for it, but if you can't, you know, still very nice figure. That, and like, it's the only Styracosaurus figure in the toy line, it's the only Styracosaurus figure in the franchise. Like, this is like, if you want a Jurassic Park Styracosaurus, this is your only option. I'm sorry, but yeah. Anyway, if you want to know how big she is, here she is next to Dr. Billy Grant. That is way too small. Styracosaurus was much bigger than this, so I feel like this is not working at all in terms of scale. And the human figures by Mattel are the same size as Billy Grant, so yeah, this scale is not great whatsoever. But still, overall, a nice figure, but I guess you could pretend it's like a juvenile or something like that, but the proportions are a little off to be a juvenile, but yeah, still, great figure, but the scaling is off. Oh, almost forgot. The hand sanitizer. Once again, be safe, you know, don't get sick, just be safe, be clean, please. So, yeah. Anyway, that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.